Okay, so looks like we are live again. Let me turn off the AC there. Okay, looks good. Waiting for the people to show up, and I'm live again. And this is not a random live. I throwed up the email early in the morning that I'll be going live again. And I hope many of you just waited in here. So, in case some of you are thinking that, hey, this guy goes live every time without any intimation or just goes live. No, it's not like that. I usually throw up email in your inbox. So, in case you haven't yet subscribed to my email list there, go ahead, go to my Facebook page, Hitesh Chaudhary page, and look out for live code, and there you can submit your email. Okay. So a lot of people are saying, so hey Sachin, hey Akash, AB, Akash, Palkesh, Rudraib, hey, a lot of people. Somewhat blurry. Yeah, I can understand the starting part was a little bit blurry because it was a little bit on the low end connection, but it should be good now. And stylish Raghu, I like your name. Stylish, pretty good stylish there. So please suggest Java projects. Say you can build up billing systems in Java, that would be good, or media players would be good. And building up media players is always a good idea as a get started project in Java. Okay, so hello everybody. Naveen says hello. Amit, hello. Sheikh, hello. Sachin, where do you stay? As I told you in the previous live Q&A session, I live in the beautiful city of Jaipur. So that's it. Uh, why don't you update the timing on community page? Uh, I should have been doing that, but this is the question by Ayan. Uh, I would surely do that from the next time on the community page, but rather I like to go from the emails because these are the test runs that I want to do before I start up live coding sessions. So I'm planning to do a lot of live coding sessions on things like Java, making Android apps, making iOS apps, and Bootstrap and Firebase, and a lot of things. So what I'm doing is trying in here is to make sure that the setup looks good, and then further I can show up onto the live code session where you can open up your editor at your home, and I can just open up my editor and we can together do some live coding sessions. So that would be pretty awesome. I think so. Okay. So Tech says, hey sir, hey there everyone. Please mail me OpenCart project demo. So hey Palkesh, I don't do these kinds of things. I don't send usually projects that I make. I put up them in my courses or on the GitHub. I don't make special projects just to send people. In case you need something that you're looking for up, you can always show me up there. I can put your code there and we can talk about that. But again, I don't have every project in the earth, so I make them. Okay, so let's go. The quality is okay now, but hey, stream paused. Okay. Streaming sometimes does pause because of the low connections in here. I'm trying my best to get out there, and it says poor connection sometime. I don't know why, but sometime it just does the thing. So let me just go there. Okay. So now it should look good. And sir, I'm a big fan of your technical content. Thank you so much, Kranti. It's awesome there to have people who actually understand what the technical things are actually and what programming is all about. So I call people technical only they know programming, some stuff that they can code, and that's programming definition for me. Sir, I recently faced trouble in constraint layouts. What can I do? Okay, this is a very interesting question actually because having constant layouts, okay, there are some. Okay, where is that? A constraint is something that bugs you off in everywhere, whether it's an iOS development. I remember still my early days in iOS development when constraints actually bugged me off. Really annoying things in here, but it is something that you learn on the go. There's no such tutorial or anything that can get you there. But one thing I would say, just pack everything into a bigger container and try to move things there, so that can be helpful. But again, in the recent days with the React Native, things have been solved because now Flexbox is in there, and with the Flexbox, arranging the things on any screen size is much more easier. I'll show you what I mean by React Native and Flexbox things there. Maybe soon in the video we'll do that. Okay, is there any point of learning Visual Basic 6 in 2K17? Hey Ankit, I'm not that familiar with the Windows-based technology. I like to be stay in the open source and what's currently in demand. Perhaps, I'm not saying it's not in demand. Perhaps it might be, but I haven't got into any big or high value, high money project in the Visual Basic 6. Maybe in that. So that's why I'm not fully aware of it. I usually like to go into technology which are tougher because tougher things gets you more money and it's far more competitive and challenging. So that's why I go with that. So I have no planning to go with the Visual Basic 6. If you'll ask me whether I would like to go for it, absolutely no. And Anmol says, "Hi sir, thanks for giving your valuable time. Hey Anmol, I have just caught up your request in the last video, and I have made a video that I've just published, so you can watch that after this live. Okay, so make sure you post down your comments as well because I'll look out for each and every one of them. Pick up a few of them which I think that can be used for the next video. Okay, so post these things. And what are the uses of Python programming? Now, this is interesting. Python can be used for, I guess, pretty much everything. It can be used for scripting. You might want to use in Django for web development. There is a tkinter which can be used for GUI development for anything. So I would say starting from the big data analysis to artificial intelligence, it can be used pretty much everywhere. So it's a very versatile language. And Arjun says, is W3S is enough for learning programming? I'm not a big fan of W3 schools because of their syntax and explanation of the things. They just try to just catch up the things very quickly and just present demos there. I prefer Mozilla Developer Network because it's way more expressive than W3 School. So my preferred choice is go for Mozilla Developer Network for learning programming like HTML or JavaScript, just like that. Okay. How will be the career growth of an iOS developer? Please suggest me. iOS development is always been in demand. It's nowhere going on off in the future as well. So I would say, yep, it's gonna be full in demand. But you need to go a little bit deeper in the iOS. Like simple to do's app will not work. You need to go deep into the Firebase, some of the social apps that you need to build up, or maybe app like Uber clone and everything, so that you can prove that yes, you can work very versatile on everything. So that's what I would say. And I want your opinion if anybody want help related to Java. I'm not getting what you're trying to say, but maybe you can be a little bit more expressive there. Conver. I'm not getting you. Sorry for that. I'll try my best. Maths portion in programming. That's very little, tiny. I believe a lot of people get confusion that only with the maths I can be a programmer. I think that was because there was a video by code.org which got popular, viral, and that has got one word that you need to be good at maths, and people just took it literally and just got that, hey, I need to learn math, but it's not like that. Yes, in some cases, math is very necessary. For example, the suggestions that you see in IMDb ratings and things that shows up, you things you might like to buy when you visit Flipkarts, and all these things do require very regressive amount of mathematics, like your Fourier equations, Fourier transforms, and everything. But apart from that, it doesn't require for a day-to-day programmer. It's a very high-skilled job, so don't do that. So math is not that much important, and neither it's not that much light, I would say that. Okay, hey Tessa, you look really like a hero. That's funny. No, I'm not at all a hero. I'm just a programmer who like to code and like to share my knowledge on YouTube and other stuff. So that's all about it. Kelvin says hi from Kerala. Hey Kelvin, Kerala is very nice place. Maybe I can visit up in this August or maybe July. I'm planning a trip for Kerala because it's lovely there. Okay. And Balkis says, okay. Mohin says, hi. I always pronounce your name bad. Bad of me. Okay, sir. How to store big data? How to store big data? How you store the rest of the everything? It's just the same thing. Come on. Okay. Can I take web development course without graduation? Of course you can take. Anybody who is able to handle the computers, like installing the stuff and walking through with a browser and can save some file, can take any web development course. In fact, I do have a very awesome course, complete front and back end development as well. You might want to check that out because it's one heavy project based course. Do you work for some firm? Are you an independent developer? Hey, Ian, I work mostly as a contractor base. I manage a few apps for big giants, which develops hundreds of dollars every month. So I do that as well. I generally take some of the online bootcamp sessions as well. And also, sometimes when I do get invite from colleges and university, I visit them, but I try to keep that as low as possible because I usually don't charge universities for my visits. I just ask them for my travel and my stay. And that costs me a lot because I'm spending time there. And that same amount of time I can spend in here designing something cool. So I try to take that minimum. But yes, I do visit colleges as well. And Peace from Italy. Okay, thank you so much for watching from Italy as well. I do have a lot of students from Italy as well. In fact, Italians are so much impressive in their JavaScript skill. Recent one of my courses has got a batch of 5 students from Italy. They're really awesome. They like to study in a group and all these. They like to get up with me quite a lot. So hey, from India as well. So, which one is the best at now, Ruby or Python? There is no such thing as best or worst. They just serve a purpose there. So, saying that Python is top on Ruby or Ruby is top on Python would be wrong actually. Okay. So, which technology is good to start, PHP or JS? Now, again, it's a debatable topic, but I'm a little bit biased toward the JavaScript because JavaScript is far more getting advanced than the PHP, and the usage. And one thing that I like is if I'm using a technology in the front end, why there is a need to learn another technology or another programming language for the back end. So I prefer JavaScript. Okay, but it doesn't mean PHP sucks. PHP is good too. Okay. Please tell me about PLSQL career. Yep, PLSQL is in demand, and perhaps I can do a full video on PLSQL and NoSQL, MongoDB, and all these things. I don't use PLSQL and all these things that much. Yes, I'm aware of it, but I prefer to be on a database like MongoDB or Firebase or maybe Parse as well. So that's I like to do. And Hitesh says setup suggestions for perfect programming environment. Okay, that's actually good. Rudradeep. Okay, I hope I got that. Perfect programming setup. I cannot tell about the perfect, but my setup is pretty decent. I use an iMac with 64 gigs of RAM, and for editor, I use Atom, but I do have Sublime Text as well for quick edits. It's fast, but I love to code on Atom. I code pretty much everything in Atom, including Python, mostly JavaScript, and that's it. That's it. I had that. That's it. All the things I use. Yes, I do have a couple of simulators on which I test my apps, like iOS simulator with Xcode, and Android Studio is there, and a couple of virtual machines are there when I need to do a couple of setup things and all of that. There is a Windows that I purchased, and it's still running in one of my virtual devices there, but I rarely use that. But that's all about it. Maybe I'll give you someday a tour of what kind of computer software that I use. I do have a couple of video editing softwares as well. I use Final Cut Pro and Audacity for editing my audios and everything. So that's all about it. Okay. So video is interrupting. Okay. Sometimes the connection get poor. I know sometimes it's getting poor connection and all of these things. I don't know why that is happening. I'll for sure make a check of that. Okay. Jacob, what are the path for programmer, employee to entrepreneur? Okay, so it's a good path actually. You are already stating, Jacob, that being a programmer and working somewhere is actually very good because you get the idea of how the apps are being getting built up in a team as well. Now, if you'll ask me, let just saying that things in here that when you see things like React Native, why it's so much oriented about components, and when you work as an iOS developer in a team, you don't use storyboards there. You just delete the storyboard straight from there. So there are a lot of things that you learn when you work in a corporate environment. Everybody just works in a different way. But again, once you get familiarization with all the technologies and how to build up a stack and how to create your own app, then being an entrepreneur is awesome fun because the only thing in here important is here, when the client says can you do this, you should always say yes, and that you will be able to see only when you have a good amount of knowledge. So that's the one good reason and solid reason. Until unless you are able to say, when the client says, hey, I need an e-commerce system, you say just yes, okay, I can do that. He says I need a social plugins there, you say okay, I can do that. He says I need a messenger bot in Facebook, you say just yes. So that's the key element of being entrepreneur. Okay, I hope I was a little bit clear there. Just completed your hacking boot camp. Okay, that's good. Love that. Let me know the feedback as well, how you liked it, how we can do much better collaborations if you have learned some things from there. Okay. So is Node.js a perfect backend solution? Of course, Kelvin, it's a completely done thing. Node.js is nearly perfect things. Fast, robust, can handle a lot of users, can handle a lot of bandwidth there. So I would say Node.js is almost perfect there. I never faced any problem with the Node.js. It's awesome. It's fun. And the course is awesome. Thank you for the feedback. I love that. Thanks for make video on the back end. Really, I'm appreciate for your efforts. Thank you so much. It's all for you, so that we can make up some true quality people there who knows what the programming is and who knows actually what technical things are and what does actually the technical things means. Okay, so what new technology to try? Dart or Golang? Now, I think a lot of my friends are going with the Golang as well. I don't have any plan to go with the Golang. I'm happy with the JavaScript as of now. I'm moving into the React Native quite a lot. So I would say I have to look out for the friends why they are moving with the Golang. Never had a discussion with them, but yes, a couple of them switched into Golang. I can ask them and make a video later on. Okay, please tell me future scopes of Android developer without CS degree. Hey, degree doesn't count, and I'm basically an electronic engineer. Never applied my degree there. That hey, I'm an electronic engineer. Give me CS projects. Never did that. Okay, I had a master's but never used it, so it doesn't matter at all. And is there great future in web development? For sure, web development is not going anywhere because all these technologies are revolving around the web. So yes, it's always going to be an awesome future for web. And thanks for valuable information. Hey, you're always welcome. It's one thing that I do. And I'll be staying in here for 10 or 15 minutes more. So if you wish, you can ask the question as well. And after 10 minutes, I have to get back to work, okay? And so no problem, you can say only Harsh. Harsh, that's cool. That's actually Harshvardhan. Okay, I can say that as well. And Harsat, Bill Gates. Okay, I'll call you Bill Gates. In college for first year, can we choose JavaScript to do projects? Yes, of course. That's the one myth that everybody should get rid of. Because people says, hey, you have to do project in final year. No, that's bad. You should not be doing projects in only in final years. You should be doing projects in every semester. That's one thing you should keep in mind. Okay, the more projects you will do, the more you'll get familiarity with the harsh life of programming, and you should try that. So project in every semester, okay, or not just once, just spend 2 3 projects. And in case you are enrolled in some of my courses, you see we do a lot of projects. We never finish up without at least 5 projects. That's the minimum for us. Okay, hi, right now I'm learning iOS testing. Okay, iOS testing, that's actually a little bit tough, and I'm stuck at reverse engineering in Hopper. So any YouTube channel, books, blogs that help me to learn from basic to advanced. Testing, for testing, I have to look up. I usually look up for packet publication because I do have a communication with the packet publications there. So I can look up for some books for you. Right now, I don't have anything in mind. So as you know, I always try to be honest. If I have something, I just give that. If I don't, I just say that I don't have right now. Okay. So pen testing with Spirit. Hey, it's been quite a long time. Where have been busy pen testing with Spirit? Let me know what are you doing nowadays. So tell me about Android programming development. What I can tell you about Android programming development is uh, the next thing that I'm trying to build up is building 10 Android apps. Okay, that's all I can tell you that there is soon going to be awesome thing coming up that says build 10 Android apps. Okay, so that's I can tell you. Next in the list is to-do list is Android, so you can be happy about that. Sir, have you tried machine learning or deep learning, and what is your take on that? Okay, Sajid, yes, I have tried that. In fact, during my master's, we do had a subject about neural networks, and I tried a lot in them. Unfortunately, the college was not that much practical about it, so I tried everything on myself. In fact, being honest in here, some of the replies that you see on my Facebook page are actually oriented by AI, and I have built up a few scripts there that are hosted on Heroku and that are connected to my Facebook page. So sometimes you get reply from my chat bot there. So yes, I do use sometimes machine learning and deep learning and all these things. I shouldn't do that because I should be replying by myself. But sometimes the questions are so much common that I have actually curated a few replies, and you get those replies automatically. So uh, yes, I do use them, and I use them notoriously sometime. Okay. Hello, Sprited Wolf. Okay, that's good. What was that case in VIP? It was a long time ago. I used to work for a lot of police department and all these things. So let's just say we'll talk about that someday. It was a long story back. Now I don't do that. I'm more into getting into development, creating things, helping people, and all these things. So tell me about SAP HANA. I have no idea about SAP technologies. I don't work with them. Being honest, being in here. So and Bro, you can check live overflow YouTube channel. Okay, that's informative. Sir, how are you? Hey, hey, Lake Raj. Hi, I'm good. I'm fine. How are you? Jay Patel, you need jailbroken iOS device. I don't recommend using jailbroken devices because Apple don't recommend it. And being a developer of the iOS, I like to follow the guidelines. Okay, but again, completely onto you. Sir, video quality is decent than before. Sir, is distance learning is not good. Oh, come on, that is a wrong statement, Akshit. Distance learning is good, but again, what you're doing. Again, it depends. Like, if you're taking up some boot camps or online courses, it's completely good. If you're just getting a degree enrolled, in which you don't ever take any classes, you don't learn anything, that it's completely bad. But if you're taking online boot camps that build up some projects, when you learn something, then it's completely good. And in fact, I do learn quite a lot in online learnings, like everything that you see in my video processing, post productions, things about the camera quality, lenses, and everything that I've learned is through online boot camps. Okay, so how to make app like FB and YouTube? Okay, it's pretty simple. The reason I would not call pretty simple, but yes, it's completely possible, especially when you have databases like Firebase and everything. It's completely simple to build up the basic core functionality of Facebook and YouTube. It's all about having a user, sign up users, post some status and likings and all these things. It will surely take some time, but it's completely possible. And in fact, I would recommend to go with the React so that you can build up on the web and then further on the React Native along with Firebase, of course, so that you can do that. And Jay Patel, I'll say you buy this book, Practical Reverse. Okay, that's good. Uh, can I buy MacBook Air for programming? Yes, why not? I would say if you're spending that much amount of money, MacBook Air is pretty a slim device there. Go for MacBook Pro, or if you don't want that, go for Mac Mini. It will be cheaper and it would be good. So MacBook Air is, I personally don't prefer it because it's expensive and on top of that, it doesn't serve that much of a purpose. But if you are doing just web-based programming, it's awesome. It's more than awesome. Okay, I'm fresher in iOS development. I have no jobs as a fresher, and how can I improve my iOS skills? I think you haven't heard about my complete iOS development course in which we are going to build up. We have already built up 14 apps. Once you have that, you will have solid portfolio there with the 14 apps. I think you can drop me a message. I think you have dropped me a message. Your name looks familiar. Maybe I missed your email. Just drop me another email there, and I'll link you up with a course there. Okay. Okay, Microsoft SQL Server 14 is worth learning. I don't work on Microsoft technologies, so I have no idea absolutely. I like to work with the Firebase and openness, so no idea about Microsoft. And please tell me what I will do daily to become a good programmer in Java. Code daily. That's simple. Sounds simple, but it's not. Okay. So okay, where that everything is going on. Sir, I want to suggest you to our college for expert lecture or workshop. Please tell the topic which you usually cover in college. Okay, Ankit. I go for a lot of things, especially the cybersecurity, the pen testing. That the things I go on. I also go for iOS development and web development, Bootstrap, WordPress. So there are a lot of things that I do in here. You can surely discuss all these things in the email. I also go for becoming programmer in general as well. I do have an affiliation with a couple of US states universities as well, for which I represent them in here. So that's what I do. So you can definitely discuss with the email, and surely we can fix up some time if that's possible. We can surely do that. Okay, I recently make an Android app which can download video and audio from YouTube very easily. Can I upload this app and store? Yes, you will surely face some of the policy issues because making app that downloads the YouTube videos is okay, but there are some restrictive guidelines in downloading the YouTube videos because this can promote piracy. So YouTube is very strict about that. I think you will surely face some of the issues with this download policies there, because the content that you're downloading from the YouTube is not your content, it's by somebody else that you're allowing to download. So I think you will surely face some policy issues there. But again, YouTube, this Apple, this Android store is actually far more lenient in policies there, but Apple is really harsh on that. Okay, please tell one tip to become good programmer. Code every day and look for the projects. Okay, that's actually two tip, but actually it's just one thing. Okay, code every day. No matter what happens, just fix up time like 2 hour or 3 hour code every day, and within 6 months you will become pro in that. And yep, Mr. Funny Animal is also suggesting code every day. Yep, that's what it is. Thanks for resource. Okay, I think again, what was the VIP case? Okay, okay, come on. We can discuss that later on, surely. Suggest me better way to learn Android development. Better ways? What are the current ways that you are not liking it? I'm not sure what you want to say that. Uh, okay, so bro, that VIP video is so funny. You look like a spammer. I'm not a spammer. Come on, I have other works to do. Can you suggest me some course for beginner for development of apps starting language? Surely, if you are looking for iOS, definitely I do have something good for you. Get me through email. You can find my email almost everywhere. That's on my website as well, hiteshchaudhary.com. Contact me there and I can surely guide you with that. And what is the future scope of web development? Pretty awesome scope. Okay, okay, okay. We have a lot of questions in there. I'm a big fan of your looks. Thank you so much. I try to stay in this look, but recently I got a big beard as well. You can check that on Facebook. It was almost a 6 month long beard. Enjoyed a lot there, but I'm not planning to do that again. Okay, so please take a glass of water and drinking. You are continuously speaking since 17 minutes. I like your voice very much. Yeah, that's a good advice actually. I do talk. I try to answer a lot of questions in here because I don't get that much live, so I try to answer a lot of questions. Now let's continue for 5 minutes more. Okay, is degree necessary for good in programming? No, it's not necessary at all. It all depends how much honest efforts you are putting in the programming, okay? Okay, game development, Unreal Engine. Uh, Probably this should be a long discussion about Unreal or Unity, whatever you are looking up for. I don't do that much of the game development, probably because I haven't handled enough of the project so that I can talk more about it. I was just involved in one and only one project so far. I'm looking for more opportunities, in especially in the Unity field. But right now, I don't have that much of experience. Just one project, although it was a big scale project being developed in the App Store as well. But I'm not in a good stage to talk about that. Okay, can you create a video on total web development guides to web development? Surely I can do that. Please make sure you post these things onto the comment section as well because this live chat is gonna go away. It's not gonna be staying in the comment section. So that's all about it. Okay, we do have a lot of questions. Usually in college they will teach C first, but can we do projects in Python and JavaScript or we have to do projects only in C? It's not a compulsion that you have to go only with the C. There are good other languages as well. You can just try with that. Idea Intel J Ultimate. Okay, I don't know what that is saying about. Maybe people are having other talks in there. From Bangladesh, I like your looks. Okay, I got that. Liaquat. Okay, thanks from India as well. Okay, the certification really important for freelancers? Now it depends. If you are on a website like Freelancer, then uh, surely it's important because it's not the regular certification that you're looking up. It's the oriented certification on the platform itself. It's just a simple proof that you know English, you know HTML, you know basics of WordPress, whatever your technology you're working in. So yes, they are important there. Not in general. Okay. Hey, I bought a React JS course of you in Udemy. Hope it will rock. It surely will. It's one of the awesome course you'll realize. Just follow up till the end, and I'm pretty sure that you will learn everything in React. And if you have any problem, post down in the Q&A section. I'm always there. Okay. Sir, how to start Android developer from scratch? I just passed class 12. I know C++, SQL, and now learning Java. I think you should be learning JavaScript because that's what I'm coming up. Built-in projects in Android. So I'm coming up there. It takes time. Of course, it's not going to be coming up this month because I do have plans of travel. Okay. We are still with a lot of questions. A lot of questions are going up. Okay, so I would say that I will end up this live session here. It was pretty good. And for sure, in the future, we can host up some live as well. We'll do a couple of more test runs as well. So I'll say thank you so much for joining in, tuning in live in here. And let's end this session up in here again. And let's end up everything in here. I'll surely catch you up in case you want to get notified about the advance notification for my lives. Go ahead, join my page, and that's it. Okay. So bye bye, everyone. And it was awesome to talk with all of you.